Hey guys, how are you all doing? Today I'm doing a list for you. As you can see from title, I titled this Seven Kings of Fragrance World. These are not to say that these are the only kings or the top big boys or big dogs or something like that. No, there are many other fragrances who can be called that. And when you think of king, first thing that comes to your mind is this one. Everybody regards this as the king in the community, which is Aventus. Aventus is a plenty nice fragrance. It's not empty bottle. I still have like I always show you like, hey, proof. There's still juice left. I have about 30 ml or something like that. So this is 120 ml, a little bit older batches, not the smoky, but now it's a little smoky. So this thing I'm wearing right now on my neck. When I move it, when I move myself, I can smell it. And this one is nice. It's really nice. If I was an Aussie, I would say it's really nice. So that's a poor attempt. But anyway, do love Aussies, their cricket team. I do love their kangaroos and their funny bits. And I don't understand their language. Them and Irish do not know what they're saying, or Scots. Anyway, so this is not in the list. Okay, can you believe that? This thing in the fragrance community, apart from few guys like Mark, Robzoid, few of the other guys, they would say this is not the king and this is not the best Creed event, right? So top seller as well. No, top seller of Creed is Silver Mountain Water for the last 10 years or so. I don't know recent times what's selling, but you get the idea. So what are the kings? And I would tell you some of the entries will surprise you or shock you, but I'll try to describe to you what made me pick these fragrances thinking they're the kings. So let's go. They're all equally good, so no ranking. First fragrance definitely is DHI. I smelled it yesterday. We had a meetup a little bit. I suddenly went to a meetup yesterday. I was having a very busy day, very tired, but one of the nice guys came to our area and he invited me. So I went over, had coffee, nice hangout. We had nice food, 3 4 hours of awesome chatting with fragrances and stuff. So the brother who came, he actually bought a backup of 150 ml, and I smelled it absolutely. Like Dior Intense, why this is the king. This is not just a signature scent. This is not just a fragrance. This is emotion in a bottle. This is memory in a bottle. And it's not just to say that I'm an emotional fool, that I followed the trend and I fell for the hype. Yeah, there was the hype. There was Jeremy's hype, like this is rich people wearing this in the clubs of Germany or Europe. Yeah, that had an impact, but mostly this was my first love in perfumery. Like I did enjoy Boss Bottle, Lacoste, codes in back in the days when I was not in fragrance game, but I enjoyed that. But when I started my journey, started studying about notes and all, this was my very first, not infatuation. It's like a head over heels. It's like a disastrous fall. I love this perfume so much. It used to make every single of my top 10 list and it would be number one. Winter, best dating, most complimented, blah, blah, blah. But on top of everything, even yesterday when I sprayed it, I know what is expected, what I'm going to expect, what this smells like, the carrot, the iris, a little bit of the powdery cacao, this sort of feel, and maybe a little bit of a leather or something like the lavender. This is the fragrance when every time you smell it, it smells like brand new. It never is boring. This La Nuit de l'Homme, not like Dior Sauvage, doesn't bore you, right? One of the kings is Dior Intense. No matter how much price this gets, no matter which formulation you get, you always have to almost knock it and it fell. Anyway, DHI is one of the kings. Okay, that's the story. So man, the belt is too tight. Okay, yeah. I was like losing my blood supply. It's like feeling like my arm is getting cold. Yeah, it's better now. Okay, second one is a niche perfume, and this definitely everybody will agree this is Naxos. And no, everybody will not agree this is Naxos. Everybody will agree that Naxos is the king. So why is this the king? This, when I talk about pure Havan, like tobacco-based perfumes, honey, tobacco, little bit of dust, not dust, like a chocolatey, sweet feel, but masculinity, also like high class. This is one of the best tobacco in the game. You cannot deny that. I sold off my backup bottle. That was my newer batch, but this is my older batch. Of course, the newer bottle style, they used to have a different bottle before, but look at the juice color. I have plenty for my this winter, next winter. So Naxos is definitely a king for a reason, and it lasts and projects. So all these fragrances I'm going to show you today, one other thing is going to be common. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I don't want to cough so hard on the mic, so I try to clear my throat. Yeah, why I was saying like all the seven fragrances they have in one thing in common, they all perform like a king as well. So no weak juice would make this entry. The third one I'm going to go is a Tom Ford, and I think this is Not my best Tom Ford. The best Tom Ford is not the most complimented or something. It's like Noir Anthracite. That's my favorite Tom Ford. But when it comes to compliments or overall, like you see, which is all rounder, which is the pretty boy in the family. This is the pretty boy in Tom Ford's family. Dark, mysterious, a little bit flirty with the gold, and definitely has sort of like unisex vibe with the kulfi and a little bit of masculinity with the cardamom. It's sweet. It's like La Nuit de l'Homme, but it's just so good. It's like Dior Intense and this, they're both very pretty and handsome at the same time. So this is kind of like a not Casablanca, what do you call those guys? Casanova. Yeah. This is a Casanova in a bottle. It's a very flirty fragrance. It's a fragrance that, it leaves you in mystery. It moves around in the air, lasts a very long time. The newer bottles, you have to let it sit in the collection for a while, then it will become very strong. So very chocolatey, delicious gourmand fragrance. Tom Ford Noir Extreme. I consider this as one of the kings. This one you must try. So now we have about four fragrances left. Yeah, seven kings, right? So a little bit of my, I don't know, for some reason I'm dehydrated. Anyway, next one. Let's go one by one. When it comes to Aventus, what is the alternative theory? Most of the people would say, is the mic on? Yeah, they wouldn't say that. Anyway, they will say Rasasis Kouros. No, not Rasasis Kouros. YSL Kouros. This fragrance is officially discontinued now. Okay. So all the famous, infamous commentary on this, how people are scared of it, how people hate it, how people despise it. This has all the stories. This is dirty and clean at the same time. It's animalic at the same time. It's angelic. Okay. So I wear Kuros when winter is here. I would not dare wear this in summer. It's very strong. It's very, very, very attention grabbing. And you either love it or hate it. There's no such thing as liking Kuros, disliking Kuros. You either hate it or you just love it. Okay, so this is the polarizing fragrance in this list. One of the other ones also polarizing, but this is the most polarizing. So Kuros gets noticed by 40-year plus women. And I'm saying this age range because they have the maturity. They understand what you're trying to do. You are Al Pacino in Scarface with the white suit when he goes to the chainsaw scene, right? Or he's just trying to flirt with Michelle Pfeiffer, So Pfeiffer or Pfeiffer? Pfeiffer. Okay. Anyway, so one of my favorite films. So this, I would imagine he was wearing this perhaps in Scarface. Okay, this is a boss man. This is 70s, 80s classic sort of a vintage feel with the Cadillac, with this beautiful, huge cars, with this exotic, ugly sort of seats with that, the leopard print perhaps, or maybe just a posh but weird color, burgundy color seats and stuff. This is that era, right? So with big sunglasses and stuff, with the heavy machine gun, Tommy gun and stuff. This is mafia stuff. Kuros by YSL, and this is one of the kings, if not the king. Next three are a little bit different. Okay, I picked them up for a reason, and these are modern day kings. Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mans Le Parfum. Okay, Le Parfum. This is the best Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance in the Le Mans line. Okay, yeah, then the other ones like Jean Paul Gaultier's was the one Gaultier Square or something, and they have Cocorico, which I bought yesterday. I will talk about it. But this is even nicer than Le Mans Elixir, in my humble opinion. Nicer, how do you define nicer? It's to your taste. Both are great. That is a sweet tooth, that's honey, pure sweetness. This thing holds it back a little bit, adds a little bit of touch of sophistication, iris, cardamom. This brings, it invites all La Nuit de l'Homme, come in, join the party. It invites Dior Intense a little bit. It invites fruitiness. It invites maybe a little bit of a leather. So this is sweet, a little bit spicy, but not too spicy. This is the most balanced and long-lasting in the line. Le Mans Le Parfum is one of my kings, trusted buddy. I trust this when I need to smell confident at night. This is the one, Le Mans Le Parfum. Number two, this is the most unexpected one. I wanted to pick something from Middle Eastern house, okay, because Middle Eastern fragrances are rich. They have good potency. And at first I thought I would pick Interlude Man, because I love that. But then again, I'm like, no, for the same sort of beastliness, you need to have something Middle Eastern. And this is the one. I will tell you, you love it or hate it, just like Kouros. This is Marge. There's a lot of reviews on YouTube bashing this fragrance in from Pakistani community, Indian community. Some people say, we do not see what's so great about this fragrance. This is just overhyped, trash. I at first when I wore it, I felt like this is just stronger than me. Even though the bottle is small, it's stronger than me. How? It's overpowering. It's so strong. This thing I think has florals, maybe leather. It has some weird notes in it. And it smells like the color of this cap. Okay, and that's the best way I can describe it. But one of my friends recently smelled it. He was blown away. He's the only guy I know that he uses only mostly high-end design and niche. He does not like Middle Eastern perfumes. He loved it. Tells the story, isn't it? So March is that kind of fragrance. You spend a little bit extra money and you get the extra mile. This feels so posh. This feels like a dinosaur, huge. Imagine you have a pet dinosaur. So this is a nice little fragrance. I would say try it before you buy. Do not blind buy any of these fragrances. Okay, you can buy DHI. That's my recommendation. But the rest of them, Noir Extreme, yeah, you can buy all of them, no problem. But this definitely. So Marge, it's a small little bottle. I think it's a 60 ml. It costs you $60 or something like that. Yeah, should you spend that money? Sample it first. If you cannot sample it, buy it. If you don't like it, sell it off. But one thing it will never disappoint you is the projection and longevity. This is amazing. I was gonna pick Latani actually or Bin Shaik, but I felt like no, potency is sure thing in March. So check out March by, is it Ahmed Al Maghribi? I think Ahmed Al Maghribi, yeah. I have brain freeze moment, like oh anyway. So yeah, Ahmed Al Maghribi. No, Bin Shaik. Oh no, I felt like I paused the video. Anyway, brain freeze moment for sure. Number one, it's gonna get boring at this point because this fragrance is literally, I'm not like, I don't have that many niche, but when I think of a scent or fragrance that I like, I look at all the possible places. I have now much smaller collection than before, but yet I sometimes I forget few fragrances here and there. So I thought like, this fragrance really, is it not interlude? No, my number one, I always say, is a must buy. Some people are so sad because the price is so high. Is this one, Royal Tobacco? Royal Tobacco? Royal Tobacco, right? Correcto. I think my time for bed. I'm feeling very sleepy. So I'll finish the video saying that this is one of my most expensive buys. And I wear this fragrance, I got compliments. Sometimes I get noticed, sometimes I don't get compliments. But people look at me like, when you wear expensive stuff and you can tell the quality from a little bit running the mill budget fragrances like this versus Nautica's Voyage. It's obvious. You wear this over Naxos. You wear this, someone wearing Naxos, and you are wearing this. You can actually be the alpha male in the room because this fragrance feels like the most posh in the room. Such a, I don't know, man. There's something in it they put. It's just a magical potion. I never smell anything so good, so masculine, so desirable. And it's just like Interlude Man was my first love. I love Amouage for Interlude. Okay, no doubt, it's my one of my most, like, for the first time, falling in love with a perfume. Interlude is that. But if anything can beat Interlude, is this. Okay, so I keep saying this is one of the best. This, I would say, not Overture only, I would say Boundless also very yummy. But those, like, next to this would be Overture, then Interlude, then maybe Boundless. These are my top four, and then Reflection. These are my top five, right? So Amouage, this is the king, and king of kings for the today's episode. Okay, this is called Royal Tobacco by Amouage. Thank you so much for watching. Do let me know if you're enjoying these videos. Give me a thumbs up if possible. That will help my work. It will keep my journey going and always motivate me. And thank you so much for all your comments and all your positive, also criticisms. Whatever you say, it always encourages me. I read the comments. Sometimes I try to respond as soon as possible. Take care. Have a nice day. Enjoy the winter as it is, wherever you are. Take care. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.